What's up, guys? It's Ronnie G here with another Swing Alert report for the week. Sorry if I sound a little weird. I feel like I'm coming down with something. I don't think it's COVID or anything like that, but I do feel a little weird. But let's just get right into it. Yay! So we did have mostly a break-even week. I should say for the most part from swing from last week. So we took a few trades over the weekend, which was Pendual Duo and Snap, and we can go over those real fast. My thought process on why I took those. So Pendual Duo was actually coming into a nice demand zone. If I'm not mistaken, we took it Friday. So we took it here. It was just laying flat on top of a demand zone. And it started curling out towards the end of the day, which is normally a bullish signal for me. As you can see, why not working out for us, but it was a bullish signal for me. And then so I decided to jump in. Market climate just was not great, as everyone knows. Come Monday, Pendual Duo I also had some really bad news. If I'm mistaken, one of the hedge fund guys got a margin call, and then he had to sell his shares, and one of his biggest holdings was Pendual Duo. Something like that came through the wire. And Snap also was in a nice demand zone, doing the same thing, kind of stalling out demand zone. Yet again, bullish signals, kind of curling out towards the end of the day. So I liked my chances given the zone that was the demand zone that was there. As you can see, Monday's open, just straight bloodbath. Could have got out for break even. If I'm not mistaken, but we wound up getting out the next day on a Tuesday, if I remember correctly, and taking a small loss here. It happens. Nothing you can do, especially given the climbing mark. I should have been more aware of like this head and shoulders that it was kind of forming. So you're paying attention. So this would be your shoulder, your head, your other shoulder, and then once it broke like this neckline here, it just sold off really bad. Took some decent trades. Pendual Duo, we did jump back in there in the demand zone. We want to be in a nice little day trade. As you can see, we were in and out in the same day. Nice little scalp. For a small account, the PDT rule, you get 3-day trades, practically a week. I do advise using them as best of your ability as possible. There's other ways to lock in profits. I do go over that with the members in the Discord, which you could join in the description below. And Lyft. So Lyft is actually a tricky one here. So I have that I got out for break even, which is not true. I got out for like 240 or 245. But if I pull up Lyft here, and the reason why I have it break even is because a lot of the members actually got out for a loss, and it was per my alert and my stop loss, and so that's my fault. But I personally didn't get out for a loss. So what happened is there was a demand zone here, and we got in Lyft, and I think we got in like somewhere up here on this red candle, one of these red candles, and I had my stop loss at below $61, was basically below the trend. Hindsight, I should have been at the desk, obviously, but I was really busy at the time, so I couldn't sit here and babysit it, and I didn't think I needed to. But so anyway, so my stop loss actually came fruition, $61, literally just wicks the stop loss to $6.85. And I know a lot of people got out. Smart trading, if you ask me. People getting out, respecting their stop loss. Kudos to everybody who did that. But I want to not be able to get out of this trade and wind up holding it, and then wind up running up, the next couple of days. And I wound up getting out for probably was like a 35% gain. So one of the things I preach is looking at higher time frames. So if you look at the 1 hour, it literally just taps my trend line here that I was following. Literally just taps it. In the 5 minute, it looks like all hell's about to break loose and it's going to fall forever. But higher time frame, it taps it and goes about its business. And that's kind of what I was looking for as a stop. But so I got a loss for that. I count that as break even. I didn't put it as a loss. I didn't put it as a win. I just put it as break even. But I did get out for like 245 or something like that. We are holding silver. We're still holding Snap that we just grabbed. Eli Lilly's. AMD, as you can see here, was also a day trade. Given the market climate, it was kind of good. It was kind of good to lock in profits when you see them quickly, especially if we're trying to the name of the game is managing your risk. So we wound up getting in. I want to say it was at the bottom. To be honest with you, it was practically at the bottom. We wound up getting. I did like the position. I did like that we had time. But as you can see, I'm glad that we got out when we did get out. I'm glad we got out. As you can see here, when it pulls back, several times in a couple days. I'm glad we got out when we got out. Higher lows, so still would be a good swing if you were just holding it. But anyway, so we got in right at the bottom. Was a great push forward. We got out literally at the top, and I think we might have left like $15 on the table. We got out for 182. I think it hit a high of $2. So for $142, yet again, you get 3 day trades a week on a small account. Anything less than $25 is a PDT rule, which is pattern day trader. So meaning that you can't take, you can't day trade more than 3 times a week if you have less than $25,000 in your account, unless you have a cash account. I do recommend using those to the full extent. There's other ways to lock in profits, like I said before. I do go over them in the Discord. So we were just naming the game was just trying to take the profits when we saw them. Neo. So Neo is another tricky one for everybody that was in the Discord. Neo was another tricky one. So Neo, we want to get into Neo here on Wednesday, and then come Thursday morning, it sells off real bad, but it's pre-market. It's nothing we could do, right? We can't get out. So then it rips up. It's basically up like 10%. I did alert it was up 10% if anybody wanted to lock in profits given the market. Personally, I did not. As you can see, I didn't. And it pulls back here, and once it broke this trend line that I was creating this higher low, once it broke this, and want to respecting it later. Once it broke this, I alerted. I'm out fully. And then it wound up running towards the end of the day. We wound up actually day trading this, which is funny. We wound up day trading this, different account, but we wound up day trading this and catching it, and catching the bottom to the top. But I wound up alerting, getting out here, and it wound up running to $39. We had the 40 strike calls, so almost $1 of money. They wound up being up like 33%. But yet again, I cut for a loss, and that's because, given the market climate and how everything was rickshawing, I didn't want to risk this happening again. As you can see, look, if we'd have swung it another day, look what would have happened. The market would have opened, and we'd have been messed up. So I was prepared to take the smaller loss than to try to ride it, try to ride the momentum that seemed like it was there and be wrong about it. So I wound up cutting that at 185. So 7.5% loss. I try to keep my losses small and my winners big. And SPY. So SPY, I alerted, and in all fairness to everybody, I did alert it as risky. So I understand if people didn't take it. So SPY, actually, I called this out on a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, because I was bullish after Wednesday for a lot of reasons. So SPY was just doodle-daddling around on Wednesday towards the end of the close right here. And then so I don't know if anybody's paying attention, but the last like 12 to 15 sessions, SPY has been selling off the by the end of the day. So I try to get in towards the end of the day as possible. I wound up getting in for $1, as you can see. Towards the end of the day, they were down to 80 cents. That would have probably been the best entry. So then price action happened. Thursday comes. Still, this is pre-market right here. This is all pre-market. Market opens, sells off into a strong demand zone that I've been watching, that I've been watching forever, and wound up day trading this too. And so I was very comfortable holding that. I think at one point it was down to like 40 cents. Instead of $1, they were down to like 40 cents. I did average down, but on a different accounts, not on a small account. Only had one on a small account. Another account, I took some of them and actually averaged down at some point. I think I averaged down at like 60 cents, and I had an average of like 77 cents or something like that. It doesn't matter. And then I don't know what the fuck happened on Friday. Excuse my language, but I don't know what happened on Friday that market just took off like this. So the funny thing about this trade is that I actually had a sell order for $2, meaning that if it went to 100%, I was very comfortable with getting out, for 100% profit. But I wound up getting alerted on my phone that it broke a supply zone, which was like right here. So I got alert, my phone broke a supply zone. I went to go check my order and I wasn't filled. So I tried to get my order refilled again, and I wound up getting filled for like $2.92. And I wasn't even trying to get $2.92. I was trying to get the $2. I was just trying to get out the trade for the profit, and I want to be close for $2.92. Can't complain about that. It's actually weird because the alert told me I got filled for $2.88 on my phone, but when I checked the account, it said it got filled for $2.92. So it can't be upset with that. So that's obviously the trade of the week. I'm still holding lilies and snaps, but that was trade of the week. So the count right now is up 162%, $812 profit. We ended the week down $40. That's including this. That's including the Pinduoduo and the snap losses. We go back over. So the week is the week where we're up, but since these were closed out on Monday, these count as this week's losses, even though they were swinging from the previous week. So this week we did pretty good. 192%, 7.5% loss, 25%, almost 18%. I made profit like 30% on this, but break even, and we're still holding these other three. If you want alerts like these, the description down below, you can join the Discord. We got a great community. Everyone's nice. I call out plays as I see them. I don't call them out, at specific times of the days. I call them out just when I see them. That's it. If I see a setup that I like, then I call them. As you can see, we did call out a weekly YOLO. I don't include that because I take those on a different account. I wouldn't YOLO a small account. It's just for fun. 42 cents and Netflix goes up to $5.35, which has happened. Then next thing you know, you make $500, But you want to join, description below. If you want to sign up for the weekly alerts, you go up to the top. You go to gold sign up, and it'll sign you up from there. Till next time, guys. Take care.